Hello, everybody. Welcome to our weekly update in the Showcase Miami, the Jason Smith Showcase team update of Miami area real estate here in South Florida. It's been a very busy month or so, I would say, month and a half after an admittedly slow October 2022 to March 2023. But it seems like all of a sudden the market seems to have woken up and we're seeing lots of deals closing in the last, I'd say, month or so. So today we're going to be discussing the Coconut Grove real estate market. That will be our focus for this week. But let me just tell you a bit more about what we're seeing. We had a closing in Miami Beach for an updated home that's about to happen. Sorry, it's a home that is actually in need of some updating, but a beautiful property in the Mid-Beach area for 1.5. We have another one, which is a multifamily 16-unit condo, a 16-unit multifamily that should be closing in the next week or so in the 2.5 to 3 million range. And we had a single family house that closed a few days ago for 900,000. I tell you that just to let you know that what people are choosing and what people are closing on in this point of time. And it's quite a large variety of properties. Also, so today we're focusing on Coconut Grove. And the reason Coconut Grove is such an attractive place, just some bullet points for you here. It's very close to downtown Miami, so it's an easy commute, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, depending on the traffic. It's literally 3 miles south of downtown Miami. It's right next to Biscayne Bay, the water, so there's plenty of marinas there where people keep their boats. It's high on a ridge, most of Coconut Grove, about 15 feet above sea level, which is very attractive for when there's hurricanes in town and storm surge. That's not a factor for many parts of Coconut Grove. In the 50s and the 60s, it was an eclectic bohemian artist community, Coconut Grove. So it still maintains that artist bohemian recreational vibe. There's many parks. There's fantastic schools. You've got Ransom Everglades, probably the best private school in all of Miami-Dade County. You've got Carrollton, which is a great school as well. So these are all excellent factors of Coconut Grove. Coconut Grove really had a resurgence, though, in 2015 when there were two projects, 2015, 2014. You had Grove at Grand Bay, known as the Twisty Towers in Coconut Grove, developed by the Terra Group, David and Peter Martin. Very popular project, and that was followed by a combination of Terra and Related Group, George Perez. They combined to buy the Coconut Grove Bank building location, which is 6 acres in prime location right there in Coconut Grove, walking distance to all of the Coconut Grove restaurants. So with those, there was a major switch, and when that investment of all those dollars went into building these 5 towers right there within 2 or 3 years of each other, all of a sudden there was an ecosystem that popped up to support all of these people moving into these $1 million to $30 million condos right there in Coconut Grove. So overnight, you saw these new restaurants coming in, new boutiques, boutique hotels came in, Mr. C's. So it's been a really, and that's just been helping Coconut Grove land prices go up in the last years. And it just continues. It continues. People from LA, people from France, people from South America, Northeast. Coconut Grove has become one of the preeminent donations. I remember when you thought of Miami for these out of town and out of country buyers, Miami Beach was the brand, if you will. But it does seem that in recent years, Coconut Grove has really taken some of that mind share. When you think of, I want to move to Miami, Coconut Grove is definitely on the map for the reasons I just mentioned. And I'd like to go ahead and have Zyrel play a video of one of our recent sales in Coconut Grove so you can see it with your own eyes why it's such an attractive place before we get into the numbers and the breakdown of the months of inventory. Thank you, Zyrel. Appreciate that. Excellent. So there we are. Those are some more reasons to consider Coconut Grove here in Miami. Now let's get into seeing what is the market doing here in Coconut Grove. So I will share my screen with you folks here. Share the MLS screen, if you will. Zyrel, can you see my screen of trend graphics?
Yes, I sure do.
Great. Thank you so much. So here we are. We're looking at Coconut Grove on the left side here, the city of Coconut Grove. We're looking at single family homes only, not condo just yet. And if you look between 1 and 2 million on the left side, this shows how much inventory there is. And there's not much, as you can see in the light green. There was in April just passed, one available, and then one went under contract, one closed. The month prior to that, you had two available in the light green, and then back in January there were 3 homes available between 1 and 2 million. Not much inventory. Now, if we were to go to the months of inventory just to calculate how 6 months, as we've said before, is a balanced market where neither the seller nor the buyer has the advantage. If it's under 6 months of inventory, meaning it would take 6 months or less to sell everything that's on the market, given how many properties are closing per month, then it's a seller advantage. For instance, in April just passed, there was 1 month of inventory, meaning it would take 1 month to sell everything that's on the market between 1 and 2 million in single family in Coconut Grove, if nothing else came on the market. Dramatic seller advantage, right? The month before that in March, 2 months. Before that in February, 2 months. Month and a half before that. You have to go back to July of last year, right after the interest rate hike in June. They went from 1.3 months, and there was a little blip temporarily when the market was getting resettled after that. It went up to 6 months of inventory right after that interest rate hike in June of 2022. So, which represented a neutral market. So that was a good buying opportunity right then. Then it steadily reduced to 1 month of inventory, meaning that you're getting properties are selling for close to asking price, if not multiple offers based on that. Now let's take a look at $2 to $3 million in Coconut Grove for single family. See what that market's like. 2 to 3 million. If we look over here, it's 1.5 months of inventory in April just passed. So again, 6 months is a neutral market. Less than 6 months is a seller advantage. So seller advantage, March was a seller advantage of 3 months. February, seller advantage of April. You'd have to August of last year to see anything even remotely coming into a neutral market, let alone a buyer advantage. And that was 5 months in August, right? So in the 2 to 3 million range, it's a seller advantage. Let's take a look at 3 to 4 million. It just goes to show how localized real estate is, right? I mean, there's all these narratives out there. They say, as we've mentioned in the past, what's the average temperature in the United States? Whatever that number ends up being, doesn't mean that it's going to be the same in New Jersey as it is in Chicago, as it is in New Mexico, as it is in Florida. Real estate, like weather, is local. So in the Coconut Grove area, you're seeing how hyper local this is and how it's a seller advantage, and prices continue to rise based on supply and demand. Single family here, 3 to 4 million. You're looking at 1 month of inventory, believe it or not. 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. It was 2 months back in September and October. So seller advantage still. Now let's just go to one more. Let's take a look at 5 million and above, which is more new construction type of properties in Coconut Grove, single family. Just see what that market looks like before we head on to condos, right? So here's condo. Sorry, this is single family, 5 million and up. Seller advantage, 3 months of inventory for the last 4 months. And then you had 1 month of inventory back in November and December, and mid to late 2022, you had 3 months of inventory. So there you have it. That's the single family market. Definitely a hot commodity to be in the Grove. Very hot commodity. Now we'll take a look here at the condos only in the same Coconut Grove area. And let's do 1 to 2 million in condo, see what's available. 1 million to 2 million right here for condominium. So you're getting a lot of people downsizing, or the market would be people who want maybe a second home, might be looking in this range from other parts of the country. So it's been 2 months of inventory, seller advantage between, gosh, pretty much from last 12 months, except in April, you did see a blip here on the right side of the screen. You saw it go towards more of a neutral market, which is closer to that 6-month neutral range before it goes into buyer advantage above 6 months. So this could be an opportunity as you're heading, the end of condo season traditionally is April. As you head into the summer, when it gets warmer down here in Miami, you have buyers going back to where they're from, other parts of the world. It would make sense that in April, end of peak season, from a tourist standpoint, that the inventory goes up more than what you had in November through March, peak tourist season. Okay, so now let's take a look at 2 million to 3 million with Coconut Grove condos. And you're looking at, interesting, you're looking 2 to 3 is a very hot price range that people are choosing, they're seeking in Coconut Grove. 1 month of inventory in April just passed, 2 months in March. At no point in the last 14 months have you seen anything over 3 months. So again, seller advantage in the 2 to 3 million price point. How about 3 to 4 million in Coconut Grove? And you're looking at, again, same story. It's 1 month of inventory between October and February, 2 months between May of last year and September of last year. And then we'll go up one more to the 5 million plus, and you're seeing some incredibly expensive, very gorgeous luxury, ultra luxury condos that are here in the Grove on these new buildings that I mentioned to you earlier. Park Grove, Grove at Grand Bay, that are fetching, $20 million for some of these condominium penthouses. So 2 months of inventory, March, April, 3 months of inventory in January. So even in that 5 million and above, it's not a buyer's market, a buyer's advantage, because we have so many people coming here. So that's basically, that's the update on Coconut Grove. As always, if you'd like to see what your house is worth, or what is it a buyer advantage or a seller advantage in a different Miami neighborhood, different price point, I'm happy to do this analysis for you, and to come by and see the house or do a Zoom call with you to give you more feedback that will help you make the right decision on whether to hold or whether to sell or whether to purchase. So again, my name is Jason. Our website is showcasemiami.com. Been in business here for 22 years here in the Coral Gables, Coconut Grove area. Love what I do. We've got a great team supporting us. We've got Zyrel, Jason on the call with us now, Jason Garcia, Francisco Otavro, and our only mission is to help you buy or sell and get the right Miami residential property for you. And if you're looking for commercial, we have a great team member that we are aligned with that we can help you in that department as well. And so don't forget, we're going to be doing another neighborhood next week. So stay tuned for that one, and we'll delve into another neighborhood, popular Miami neighborhood. And Zyrel, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Jason. And everyone, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we upload our next Miami market update. Also, feel free to leave a comment on what neighborhood you want us to feature next. Thank you again, everyone, and see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Jason.
Take care, everyone. Appreciate it. Bye.